Bobby Dirkens here. I know that you've been just laying in bed at night waiting to hear what I had to think about my Clemson Tigers, and hopefully yours if you got any brains, win over Kent State this past Saturday. Hey, I know they're not a big football team. I know this was not the matchup between the Titans, but let me tell you this, the defending national champion, they deserve a break, okay? They just beat Bama. They just beat Ohio State. They beat Virginia Tech, who's a pretty good football team in the ACC championship. And I have to bring up them absolutely waxing South Carolina Gamecocks last year 56-7. I'm sorry. I had to bring that up. But my Clemson Tigers went out there and they did exactly what they thought they would do. A good football team beat a bad football team bad. Now, let's go ahead and look at this. What I was surprised to find out is that Buddy Holly was playing quarterback for Kent State. You saw him out there running around, but the thing is, they only threw the ball 5 times. One whole hand of fingers, that's the only amount of passes they threw against Clemson. Kind of shocked me, considering they were not a power-running football team. But Clemson, on the other hand, comes out there. By the way, 1 of 5 for 1 yard. That was passing. And then on the other hand, you got Clemson who comes out here. They played 3 different quarterbacks, starting off with Kelly Bryant, replacing Deshaun Watson. Now, I almost laughed when I said that because there's no replacing Deshaun Watson. There's not. So they told him, they said, you go out there, boy, and you be all you can be. And that's yourself. And he did it. He went out there and he ran. They gave him some confidence plays. He's running, he's juking, hit somebody, and all of a sudden, where was one play? I tell you, I could see the mud go everywhere when he stomped a mud hole in this boy's tail, took off running. You could trace his tracks down the sidelines. Whew, he looked good. And then he showed off that arm when he threw that pass to Deion Kane to that Florida speed. Looked mighty fine. Then we have to talk about Zerick Cooper coming in. Probably the strongest arm of all those quarterbacks. He can throw the ball out of the stadium and hit the dam across the road there at Lake Hartwell. And I'm telling you, hey, they just played it safe with him, but that boy looked good. And then, got to look his name up because I keep forgetting. Hunter Johnson, that boy, he's unforgettable. Came out there, just tore it up, played good, 5, 6, 39 yards, didn't throw an interception. And then about 60 people ran the football this past Saturday. Let's talk about starting off with veteran C.J. Fuller. For all you people out there, you don't know who he is. He's the guy who ran the wheel route against Ohio State, and Watson threw the ball up, and he made an incredible catch. That's that same boy, and let me tell you, he's coming for you. But anyway, next up, Feaster. Feaster's up the road from Spartanburg. I'm telling you this, if anybody out there knows anything about Spartanburg, South Carolina, they got some good things going on over there. They got some good football going on over there. And one of the reasons a lot of those players are so fast is because you just have to outrun bullets. That's all I'll say. And that boy, he's outran a many of bullets because he can run fast. World-class speed. And then he crossed over the end zone like he was running a race. And my friend, he won the race. Then Adam Choice came out. Only carried the ball a few times, but he's a physical back. And then our just lucky recruiting find out of LSU. I say LSU because everybody assumed he was going there, but he didn't. He ended up going with us. Travis Etienne, I can't say his name. I get tongue-tied. But that boy, he tore it up. Had 81 yards rushing. He was a leading rusher. 8 carries, 81 yards. Oh my God, he just took off. I mean, when he leaned in and hit, just makes me want to go hit somebody. At the end of the day, all we got to really talk about, too, is that Clemson's defense, though they were not playing some high-octane offense, looked just as dangerous and nasty as they always have. You can talk about what Clemson lost on offense, and you know what? You got a point there. You got a point. But you're trying to stab me with that point you're making. And I'm going to tell you right now, I got 5 good reasons right here why you're wrong. My Tigers has the defense of all defenses. You can talk about Ohio State and what a good defense they have, and you're right. But I tell you this, my Clemson Tigers are the best on the field. They're going to come out this coming week against the fake Tigers of Auburn. And they're going to play them in Death Valley. And I'm telling you, it's going to be rumbling. It's going to be so loud in there. One time I threw up, it was so loud. Threw up so loud. That's how powerful it is. And Dabo Swinney is going to march out of that bus. They're going to have it rocking, and how they keep that thing from flipping over. But I hope they flip it over one day, as long as nobody's hurt and they can still get off the bus and play. But I hope they flip it over, and they're going to hop out of that bus, jumping out like gophers out of a hole, walk up to the rock, smack that thing, and they're going to look out, and they're saying, we're coming for you. Gus, we know you bought a brand new vest this week, and we'll have to say it looks like it's made of nice material. But that's all you're going to get from us, and I believe that they are going to bring the smackdown. I believe that this week that Dabo Swinney is eating extra peanuts. He might even mix in a little corn mix. You know why? Because this coming Saturday night, my Clemson Tigers are going to go down on that field, and they are going to take a creamy, peanut-filled, somewhat corn-filled dump on the Auburn Tigers, and they're going to send Alabama's little brother back to Auburn, and they're going to win this ball game. This is Bobby Dirkens saying, you may not like me, but I sleep just fine. Bobby Dirkens.